There is one mistake millions of cat owners make every single day. It does not look dangerous. It does not feel cruel. In fact, most people make this mistake because they love their cat and want to do the right thing. But veterinarians know something many owners never realize. A cat is not a small dog, and she is not a small human. Her body, her instincts, the way she eats, drinks, hides pain, handles stress, all of it works differently. And when we forget that, we can create problems that build quietly for months or even years before we notice anything is wrong. The most dangerous part? Your cat may look completely fine while it is happening. She eats, she sleeps, she jumps onto the sofa, she greets you at the door. So you assume everything must be okay. But cats are masters at adapting. They often keep going long after something in their daily routine has started working against them. And the first place this mistake shows up is one most owners never question: water. Most people think, the bowl is full, so my cat can drink whenever she wants. But having water available and drinking enough water are two very different things. Cats evolved from desert-dwelling ancestors. Their natural thirst drive is lower than ours, and they historically received much of their moisture through prey. That means a cat may not walk over to a water bowl simply because her body would benefit from more hydration. Now look at the bowl itself. Is it plastic? Is it deep and narrow? Does it sit beside the food? Has the same water been standing there for hours? To you, that may look perfectly normal. To your cat, it may be one more reason to drink less. Some cats prefer wide, shallow bowls that do not press against their whiskers. Many show more interest in fresh or moving water. And some drink better when the water source is placed away from the food bowl. None of these details looks dramatic. That is exactly why owners miss them. The bowl is there. The water is there. The cat seems fine. So the human brain says, problem solved. But the cat's biology may be saying something very different. And this leads to the first rule of this video. Never judge your cat's needs by what would seem normal for you. Because the same mistake continues with food. A bowl of dry food left out all day feels convenient and generous. Your cat can eat whenever she wants. No schedule, no waiting. But cats did not evolve to graze from an endless bowl. They are hunters designed for small, protein-rich meals. When food is always available, some cats eat more than they need, move less for their meals, and lose one of the natural rhythms that normally divides their day. And when wet food is left sitting for hours, there is another problem. Once it has been opened and warmed to room temperature, it should not simply remain in the bowl all day. Again, none of this means you are a bad owner. It means you are making a very human assumption. If something is convenient, available, and looks clean, it must also be right for the cat. But cats do not experience the world the way we do. And nowhere is that more important than inside your home. Because the next danger may actually smell fresh to you. You mop the floor, you spray the kitchen counter, you light a scented candle or use a diffuser. The room smells clean. But your cat walks across those surfaces. Then she licks her paws. She grooms her fur. She inhales what is in the air much closer to the floor than you do. Cats process certain household chemicals and essential oils differently from humans, and some common products can be harmful to them. This is where the small human mistake becomes dangerous. We choose products based on what smells pleasant to us. We place water where it is convenient for us. We leave food out because the system works for us. But your cat is living inside a world designed by humans, with a body that was never designed for many of those human choices. And the next mistake is even easier to make. because it does not involve a bowl, food, or chemicals. It happens in the few seconds after your cat does something you do not like. And if you respond the way many loving owners do, you may accidentally teach your cat something very different from what you intended. That is where we need to go next. It happens in a few seconds. Your cat scratches the sofa, knocks something from the table, jumps onto a counter, or suddenly stops using the litter box. And because we are human, we react like humans. We raise our voice. We say, "No!" We spray water. We push her away. But your cat does not understand punishment the way you hope she does. She may not think, "I should stop scratching the sofa." She may think, "When this person is near me, something unpleasant happens." And that can quietly change the relationship between you. Fear replaces trust. Stress increases. And the behavior may continue when you are not watching. The better approach is redirection. Give her the scratching surface she is allowed to use. Reward the behavior you want. Make the unwanted option less attractive. Because when we punish a cat for behaving like a cat, we are making the same mistake again, expecting her to think like us. But there is one place where this mistake can become even more serious. Your cat cannot tell you when something hurts, and cats are extremely good at hiding illness. In the wild, showing weakness can make an animal vulnerable. That instinct did not disappear when cats moved into our homes. So when your cat feels unwell, she may not cry. She may simply sleep a little more, eat a little less, stop jumping onto a favorite chair, drink slightly more than usual, lose a little weight. And because each change is small, we tell ourselves, "She is just getting older." But sometimes, those tiny changes are the only warning you will get. Kidney disease, dental pain, diabetes, thyroid problems, urinary disease. Many conditions can develop quietly before obvious symptoms appear. That is why one of the biggest mistakes a loving owner can make is waiting until the cat looks sick before taking action. And this brings us back to the one mistake behind this entire video. It is not one bowl. It is not one type of food. It is not one cleaning product. It is this. We assume that if something seems normal to us, it must also be normal for our cat. But your cat lives in a different body, with different instincts, different senses, different needs, and a completely different way of showing discomfort. So what should you do? Start simple. Look at the water bowl. Make sure the water is fresh. Try a wide ceramic or stainless steel bowl. Consider placing another water source somewhere else in the home. Look at how you feed. Do not assume an endlessly full bowl is always the healthiest option. Look at the products you use around the house. Check whether they are safe for cats. And most importantly, look at your cat. Not just when something is obviously wrong. Notice the small changes. Her appetite, her weight, her drinking, her litter box habits, her movement, her personality. Because those small changes may be the only way she knows how to speak to you. And schedule regular veterinary checkups even when she seems healthy. Because the best time to find a problem is not when your cat can no longer hide it. It is before that. You do not need to become a perfect cat owner. You only need to stop seeing your cat through human eyes. Watch her as a cat. Learn what her body is telling you. Make the small changes that fit the animal she really is. Because your cat may never be able to say, "Something is wrong." But if you learn how to listen, she may never have to.